Hello there, my name's Vince from My Mate Vince and welcome to another Advent Potential Fix. And in this one today we're going to be looking at a Tassimo coffee machine with an internal leak. I actually bought two of them. This one here says faulty, does not dispense, and this one says faulty internal leak. Annoyingly, this one here, which doesn't dispense, dispenses absolutely perfectly. So I've been using one of these little descaling little discs in here. It reads a barcode, it's quite clever, so it knows what capsule you're putting in, and then it dispenses the right amount of water for that capsule. But this is just a descaling one, so you don't have to waste a capsule. And when I did this one here, I've done it twice now, it dispenses absolutely fine. You still might be able to see a little bit of steam coming out, not too sure. But yeah, so this one here works fine, it dispenses perfectly. Maybe there was some kind of air lock in it, and simply by filling it up with water and putting it down, that could have been enough to clear the airlock. But this one here 100% is leaking, and it's leaking very badly. So I can hear the pump working, but there's water basically spewing out of it. So yeah, might be an interesting one. Let me just quickly show you that. Slightly wary because I don't want to get electrocuted. But if you watch this now, I'm going to turn it on and it will start working. Hold on. Oh, have I got the disc in? Yes, I have. Maybe I have to wait for that to go to red. There we go. Now, it will start spewing out water from the bottom here somewhere. There you go, I can already see it dripping out. You'll see it puddle out in a few seconds or so. There you go, it's already coming out. So if I move this here now, carefully, can you see? There's loads of water here now. So I'm going to turn this off, and you can see all the water. Right, so let's get over to the mat, take it apart and see why it's leaking so badly. Maybe it's just a... one second. Don't want to get the box all wet. Maybe it's just a pipe that's come loose. Again, this thing looks new. Both of them look brand new. It doesn't look like they've had any use at all. So I think it's a faulty manufacturing issue. But let's see what it is. Maybe it got dropped in transit and a pipe's come off. But these things will probably be a nightmare to get into. Now I can feel heat here, so the heater's definitely working. Also, when there's water in here, it isn't spewing out, so it's not spewing out right now. So I don't think it's a gravity problem. So the tube going to the pump must be okay. I think it's the tube from the pump that feeds here, or that maybe feeds the heater, or maybe even after the heater that feeds this, that's come adrift somewhere, because otherwise we would have water leaking out right now. It's only when the pump's operating that we have water coming out. So that's what I think it's going to be. So this is an example of the pods that you would put in here, and you put them in face down so the barcode can be read. There's a little barcode reader just here, that little bit of glass just here, and you put that there like so. I'm not going to do it, but when you put it down there, I think it pierces, this bottom bit pierces into it, and also this pierces it into it as well. And yeah, that's how it knows, because of the barcode, how much water to put through. I'm not sure, it might even adjust temperature as well. Right, so I need to take all this apart here. I'm just going to check here just to make sure. This thing looks absolutely brand new, but I just want to push this out just to make sure there's no blockage there. No. So if you look through there, you can see right the way through, hopefully. There's no blockage there. And look, you can tell that's never been used. If I made 1 cup of coffee, it would be stained. So that has never, ever been used. So this has never worked. No water or coffee has come through this area here. Now I had a look online because, sorry, I'm unplugged. I can't see any visible screws anywhere, so it's one of those things that's going to be clipped together. The hardest part here is, in my opinion, going to be taking it apart. I think when we get to the inside, it will become obvious, hopefully, where the leak's coming from. Unless maybe the pump itself might be leaking. But the hardest part by far is going to be taking it apart. Now, luckily, there is already a video online by Crusty Biker showing how to take one of these apart. But it looks a complete nightmare because there's clips everywhere. So I think by the time I finish, I'll say it now before I start, it's not going to look new anymore because there's going to be marks and stuff everywhere because there's numerous clips to undo. First things first, we have to take off this little square here. So, there we go. So that was good. That came out no problem. And we got two little bits here that I need to lever up. Again, plastic tools could be used, but there's so much bending and stuff involved. I think it's going to be hard work using plastic. It goes without saying that I am unplugged from the electricity. I'm unplugged from the mains when I'm working on this, and never ever copy what you see in my videos, because there will be plenty of mistakes. Take it purely for entertainment. I can lever that up, and lever that up there, and slide it back. So far so good, so far no breakages. I can see steam up here, interestingly. So there's definitely steam in this area here. Right, I can't see any loose. Oh, hold on. Yes, I can. Yes, I can, I think. Look here. Look at this one here. Oh, hold on a minute. Should it be in there? Let me zoom in. Actually, maybe not. It's probably easier to show you like this. See this thing here? This is one of those kind of flow meters to let the machine know that water's flowing. And I can't see anything coming out of it. Oh, it's broken. Oh, that's annoying. It's broken. It should be on top of here. Can you see just here? So that should be on there. So what's happening is water is going into... I'm not too sure. I mean, this looks like the heater here. So maybe there's just water flying out of here and not here. I'm not too sure. Is water flying out here? I don't know if the water's hot. Maybe the heater's, maybe this is warm because the heater's getting hot, but clearly that's the problem there. Do you know what? Because this is like a flow thing, I think that the water must be coming from here. And that's not going to be a reliable fix. I'm going to say it's not fixable because that is all, looks like one unit there. Oh, what a shame. How on earth did that break? This must have just got thrown around in transit. And somehow this has come loose and just whacks. I mean, it looks like it's designed to be loose for vibration, maybe. What a shame. I don't think I'm going to be able to fix this any which way reliably. Unless, of course, maybe this top thing does unclip. Possibility. It does look to be a different plastic than the rest. Let's cut the cable tie and zoom in and see if we can work something out. I might have to take off the side panels, but I'm not going to worry about it yet, because I might be just wasting my time. I was hoping it was just going to be a loose pipe. See, if it was a little bit longer, you might be able to put a pipe on it, but it's not. Right, I'm wondering whether I can pull this off, you see, and then it might give me an idea of what's what. I think this is push fit into the heater. I'm not sure if it's held in with anything. There's a clip holding this little temperature probe in, which I will be able to undo, hopefully. See, it's loose in the top of the heater, so I don't know whether it's push fit in or whether it's, you know, because of the damage it's become loose. I can definitely turn it. There we go, we're out. It's got an O-ring on it. Right, okay. So it's got an O-ring there, so that's how it seals into the heater. Let's take out this thing. Hopefully this will just pop out. And then I can, there we go. And then I can take out this little temperature probe. Nice. So basically, this is the problem here. So let's take off the top one. And let's cut that cable tie. Do I even need to cut it? Yeah. So now, I wonder, can you buy these? Doesn't want to come off. Here it comes. Excellent. Right, let's just put this on the floor. So basically, if that's what's happened there, that should be going onto here, like so. Like that. Do you know what? That hasn't got any wires to it. Would that be some sort of one-way valve or something? Okay, I'm going to see if you can buy them, because if you can, what I'll do is I'll buy one, and then I might take one out of the other machine just to get this one up and running, and then it's an easy enough job to change it out, isn't it? Especially now I know how it goes together.
A bowl of lentil soup later.
Okay, I've had a look on eBay and people are selling spares for it, but they're more like the water tank, you know, the nozzle at the front, stuff like that, stuff that's easy to fix. See, the problem we've got here is you can buy a brand new device with next day delivery for £33.99 on Amazon. Brand new. So on eBay, they're going to be probably selling for around £20-ish working. When you get that price so low, realistically, there's not going to be anybody that's going to be fixing it. There might be a few that like to take things apart at home, but nobody's really going to waste too much time on it. If we're honest, yeah. I am not going to take this one any further, because the thing is, one I've got here might be useful for spares for fixing up other ones. This is a current model, so over the next few months there's going to be more and more of them arriving on eBay as broken, and I've got a whole unit that works apart from this thing here, and I don't think this would normally fail. This looks to me to be some sort of like three-way valve. I think when the pressure builds up, it goes through this part here. So this is the path normally, through here, up through here, into the, sorry, out of here, and I think this thing here does the measuring off the temperature, and then it goes through here. But maybe then at the end to release pressure, or if the pressure gets too much, I think it goes through here, because if I blow through here very hard, the black one, sorry, I have to block this up here. I'm going to block it up here and blow through. No, I have to suck, sorry. Can you hear that? That's coming through this bit here. And if I blow through this bit, you can hear the same sort of noise. So I think that's a pressure thing, but you can please let me know down in the comment section. But what's amazing is, and this is why I still like Bosch products, and if I'm getting like a new dishwasher and something, it's gonna probably be a Bosch one. Check this out. How good is this? I went onto the Bosch website here, yeah? And there's a little number you can type in, which is on each of their machines. Now maybe loads of companies do this, but I often don't see it. But you type in on this one here, this number here, this ENR number, yeah? And it comes up here, and check this out. They have spares for every single part, it looks like. So they have exploded diagram, which is already lovely, because I couldn't even find out what this was online. And look, this is my part here, 0130 at the top of the heater. And then if I go down here, I mean, this is amazing. Hold on. They've even got like rubber foot. 013, there you go, valve, I had it open here. How good is that? You can buy it. I mean, that really is amazing, I think, but it's £15.34. Again, I'm not going to do it. I know you would like to see me buy that. I presume I probably have to pay postage on that. I'm not sure, even if it's free postage. To me, it's a boring fix, and I don't see the point, and I don't think anybody's going to get any enjoyment from watching it anyway, because you can see how easy it is to replace. But at least we know what the problem is. Now, some people are going to say, but fair play to Bosch, I think that's fantastic. Some people are going to say, Vince, why don't you repair it? Well, if I was to use epoxy, then I know that there's going to be boiling water coming through here, so 100 degrees C, because I presume, you know, you can see steam and stuff when it comes out. And epoxy is up to 82 degrees C. Super glue is around about 100 degrees C. I've been just informed on the video that I've just released on my Einhell hedge trimmer that JB Weld and stuff would work. But the problem is I've still got a hole here which is going to have to be filled. I think if I glued it and wrapped JB Weld around the whole thing, it probably would be okay. The problem I've got is there's going to be a fair bit of pressure, I think, on this part, and also it's going to be very hot. And there's electrics everywhere, and it's used in the kitchen. So personally, I wouldn't feel safe doing that? Well, personally, yeah, I would. I don't need a coffee machine right now. I've already got some. But I would never move this on to anybody else with a repair like that. If I got this in, I'd happily sell it anywhere. So let's forget about this one here. It's not fixable, and unfortunately the other Tassimo one that I've got is working just fine. So yeah, let's move on to another item. And while I'm still Bosch fanboying, ta-da! Another Bosch product. What can I say? I like German stuff. We're looking at Bosch EasyShear. These are little handheld shears. So rather than having your secateurs, you can use one of these instead. And it was sold 40 on eBay, and it said it powers on, but the blades only give a tiny bit of movement. I've done it, and I was thinking hopefully it won't be a weak battery, and it feels very strong, but yet it doesn't move. So I think it might be a mechanical issue rather than an electrical. But let me bring it over to the mat, show you what it's doing, and then we'll see what's what. It all looks brand new. Right, so look at this. That to me looks new, because I'm sure within one go it's going to be full of grass clippings and all the rest of it. There's even all the oil still on that. So I don't think that's been used. And to me, this seems new as well. Now watch this. Let's take that off. There's a little bit of dirt here, but watch, if I do this, it's got some safety things, so you have to kind of press this in and then do it. But the light comes on strong, and it feels like there's power there. It doesn't feel like the battery's suddenly cutting out. So I think the first thing we should do is let's take off the blade. Also, let's leave that out because we can see maybe what it's drawing. Because maybe the battery is weak. I just don't think it's going to be a battery problem. I hope it's not a battery problem. Battery problems are boring. So let's see how this comes out. So it's got an arrow here. There we go, nice and easy. It's even still got fresh grease there. Right, if I turn this on now, I wonder, is that going to go? I hope I don't get covered in grease. Oh no. So it's got a safety thing. It must be this thing here. Right, let's press that in. Oh, here we go. Well, there we go. Interesting. So what's going on? Let me try the other blade on it. I wonder, is there something jammed in between that one? Obviously, it needs a lot less strain when this isn't on it. Oh, there is a bit of grass there. Can I move this by hand? Oh yeah, very easy. Oh, very easy indeed. So that goes there. Oh, it's this thing, it's the safety thing. This has the safety thing on it. Is that locked in? Yes, it is. Right. Oh, fantastic. Okay. It's been sold as faulty, so it is a fault. Let's see what's going on with this thing here. Actually, while I'm doing that, I'm going to stick this on charge, because this sort of thing would be useful for me. Let's see if it's going to charge. Yeah, and it's charging. That's a healthy charge, 0.48. So I'm going to leave that just to one side and let it charge away. Now let's see what's going on with this thing here. So why is this getting jammed up, and how do I take it out? Oh, hold on a minute. Do you know what? No, hold on. Okay, I'm just jumping in from the future to explain what happens. So basically, I took this apart by forcibly getting this plastic thing out, by lifting it up and forcing the plastic out. And I was thinking, I didn't like the angle it was at. And I was just thinking, well, it's just going to scrape like here. But I know when it comes to things like scissors, that any little bit of a gap and they're not going to cut. It's just going to go up in between them, yeah? So clearly they have to be very close, but I didn't like that at all. But then when I looked at the box here, I seen 100% that there's a gap there. So it's just like that. And then I thought, let's watch a review on this. And I watched a review, and there was a YouTube channel, great name, Fred in the Shed. And the same thing happened to him. So he was using it. He hit an object like, I don't know, like a plastic pole sticking up. And it did the same thing where it was completely locked up. And he said he persevered with it for a bit and managed to get it working by overriding the safety switch, which is exactly what I did at the beginning of the video. Do you remember when I held that down in there, went like that, and then did that? So basically, this is now working perfectly. That's all you need to do. If this locks up, you just need to take the black plastic cover off the bottom and then hold it in like this, hit the safety switch, and then it will start working again. So basically, there is nothing wrong with this thing here. I thought the mechanism was too stiff, but it's not. So if you watch this, it does what it needs to do. And I'll show you it cutting now. So, can you see that? And it wasn't doing that at the beginning. Do you remember at the beginning? It was like, it was just like, it's because the inside mechanism had locked up rather than this. But I thought it was this. But just by doing that, you then free it up. So if you've got one of these and the same thing happens to you, just do that. And you should find that it starts working again. So really, there's nothing actually wrong with this one. Well, I mean, there is. It was sold as faulty and it wasn't working. But it's a really, really easy one to fix. So let me show you a little bit of footage of it working. Check this out. See? So obviously you wouldn't be on your hands and knees doing the grass. It's to do it if you've got a little like a raised bed or something where you're not going to get a lawnmower in, or for example this one here, yeah? A lawnmower is not going to cut that. Let's see if this will work here. Well, it does. Obviously it's wasted on my garden. My garden's a complete mess. It does what it's supposed to do. There you go. Right, let's do the let's try to trim a little bit of this. There you go. I don't want to do any more. You can clearly see it works, but they are very thin, but that's exactly what it's made for. Well, there we have it. It's working every single time now, and I know if I end up hitting a massive twig that jams it up, I'll just take that off. Really, I suppose the easiest thing to do would be to take the blade out, put the plastic thing back on, and then use it, because that's going to do the same thing, isn't it? Rather than having to get something out. So if I put that there, and then put this on, is it going to work? Yes, it is. So there we go. That's all you have to do. You don't have to get involved with any worry about hurting yourself. Just take the blade out and do that. For all I know, that might be written in the instructions. Maybe that is a well-known thing. Not too sure. But it's interesting, isn't it, that it happened to me here when I bought this, and also Fred in the Shed. So there we have it. Now, apologies. Both of those fixes there, well, one thing wasn't fixed, and that isn't really a fix. Believe it or not, I have actually been working really, really hard. But I'm just waiting on so many spares, and then I'll try something else, and then I'll need spares for that. Or I'll have another one at the moment that I'm looking at that I'm finding really hard to fix, so I want to put more time into it. So I've just had to kind of put this video together. What I wanted to do is, I've just spent £40 on Amazon on a load of JB Weld products after the comments that came through on the motor on the big hedge trimmer. I want to fix up the coffee machine using JB Weld because this stuff goes to a much higher temperature. Also, I've bought another faulty coffee machine dirt cheap. I think I paid £5 for it and a few pound postage. So I'm going to use the part from that. So what I want to do is I'd like to bodge up the fix using JB Weld. So maybe I can use the plastic bonder, and then maybe I can use the steel stick to cover up the hole and cover the whole thing in this. I don't care if it looks like a ball of plasticine at the end of it, as long as it works. But then when the real one arrives, I'll take it out and then I'll put it on this one, because this machine is new, and that way then the machine will still be a functioning coffee machine. I wish I could have showed you it in this episode today, but this only arrived about 45 minutes ago, so I haven't had time. I'm not going to have time to be able to fix it, let it set, and get the video out today. Really struggling, if I'm honest with you, but I'm getting there. I'm now on the 18th and I have managed to put this video together, although I know I wouldn't even like to really watch this video, but I've got nothing else, so I'm putting it out there rather than failing the challenge. But I think I will be doing a little bonus footage at the end of another video where hopefully I can use some of this stuff to sort out that coffee machine. So that coffee machine 100% will be fixed, because I've already bought another one from eBay to fix it, and then that one from eBay can be used for spares to fix something else, and the one that I've tried to fix earlier is brand new, and I think I'll be confident then that it can go back into service. So apologies, I don't know if you get any enjoyment from a video like this. I think you probably don't, but I appreciate other videos in the Advent series I think have been really fun. I'm looking at you, popcorn maker. So that is it. If you did get enjoyment from it, give it a thumbs up. Please don't just stop watching the series. They're not all going to be like this. I just really struggled with the video today. But hopefully tomorrow might be better, because I'm going to start now on a video for tomorrow, or maybe try the nightmare fix and see if I can get that one working for tomorrow. So yeah, bear with me. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks everyone who gave all the comments on every single video. You're helping me out massively. JB Weld, I'd heard about it. I didn't know it went up to high temperatures. And people are really praising this stuff here. And you know, if more than a few people tell you something, then you need to listen. So yeah, massive thanks to everyone that's helping out in every single one of the videos. I'll wish you a quick Merry Christmas now, even though I've got many days to go. And I will see you again. Definitely going to see you tomorrow, 100%. Take care.